I've never kissed her, I've never even seen her, never even touched her. Like, what am I even supposed to do once I get to the airport? Just give her a hug, shake her hand? Let's rewind.
Hello, I'm Ash.
I'm Lexa.
Welcome back to our channel.
We've been getting a series of questions, and today we're here to answer one of your lucky questions.
How did we meet?
Aww, it's called TikTok. You'll hear my side of things, and then you'll hear Ash's side of things. And then you can decide which one actually happened.
Oh. Year was 2022.
Wow.
October. Like the end of October, I think. I'm just on my hot girl shit. Just posting looking cute on TikTok.
On your single life shit.
My single life hot girl shit.
Never gonna date in I don't know how many years shit.
Oh yeah, I'm like, I'm not. I know what you're talking about. I posted a TikTok of like, I'm not gonna have a serious relationship for 2 to 3 years, blah blah blah. But I see this pretty girl comment on one of my TikToks. She said something like, "You are rose emoji," and I was like, "Oh, I've never seen anyone use the rose emoji like that, but I like it." And I clicked on her, and it was this really hot girl, and I was like, "Wow, that's nice." I remember seeing you, and you can even ask Jojo. I said this to him. I like showed him you, and I was like, "This is like my ideal girl. Like looks wise, like this is exactly my type." And then I followed you back because you'd followed me, and I followed you back, and then you ended up texting me or messaging me on TikTok, and you just said hey, and I never reply when people message me hey or hi, like ever. But the fact that I thought she was so hot, I was like, okay. So we started messaging.
I was scrolling through TikTok, and then I see this blonde girl that's totally my type. She's TikToking on a Taylor Swift song. I love Taylor Swift, so I comment, "You are a rose" emoji, and what I meant by a rose is because roses are inherently beautiful, so that's why I put a rose instead of saying the word beautiful. And I was just waiting to see if the fish would bite on my bait that I threw out in the ocean, which she did. She followed me and replied. I took it as a sign of some sort of interest. I don't know if it was a friend interest or any interest. So I messaged her saying hi, I guess to gauge her level of interest.
Well, that's why you said hey, just to
see your interest, see how aggressively you would.
But you don't even like to be pursued, so don't say I'd pursue you.
What do you mean? I was pursuing you.
Oh, okay. Just how aggressively I would reply?
Yeah, and she was very responsive. She had a million questions.
You were responding back too, though.
Of course, yeah, but I'm saying your first response to me.
What did I say?
It was something based on astrology.
Yeah, I was starting the conversation since you didn't.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. I really did. I love that about her.
She didn't guess right, in case you're wondering.
I thought it would be too good to be true if you were a Capricorn. I just thought that'd be too good to be true, so I didn't even bother guessing that.
Is that your favorite sign?
Mm-hmm. Today is a Capricorn.
Ooh.
So we were on TikTok messages, and then we were talking about like everything from her liking to travel, to her being in pilot school, to me and what I'm up to in life. And then she asked for my phone number.
Correction. Lex asked for my number. Now back to the video.
Talk on there. And I remember clearly, I always remember this, but I said, "Hi, Ashley."
Hey, Ashley. So in response to your audio message.
And you immediately corrected me.
Yeah, I do not like being called Ashley.
Damn, okay. And I was so nervous to hear your voice, because the voice is very important.
You're scared?
Nervous, yeah.
Oh.
So that's how we started talking via the phone, and that went on for like a month and a half.
Well, I
believe.
think, yeah, I think we had our first FaceTime date
I asked her on a FaceTime date. Like a week in, maybe a couple days. I was so nervous to see you on FaceTime. I mean, you can ask my best friend, my homie Gaia. I liked you a lot already through voice messages and text messages, and I was just concerned that you weren't gonna match this idea that I had of you on video.
Yeah, I was nervous. I feel like I wasn't as nervous until I like set the. It's funny because we're both such social media girls. We both had our ring light set up and our like tripods with our phone on it and like this perfect little setup. I overanalyzed my outfit.
How come I haven't taken more time to think about my outfit, what it's gonna look like on my FaceTime?
am I supposed to dress like nice? Am I just supposed to be like chill and cool? And I was like, oh well, I'm already setting up my ring light and my like have my phone set up, and that's already like, I'm slightly embarrassed that I'm getting it so set up, so I'm like, maybe I'll just like wear something more casual to like counteract it. So I literally just wore like a big sweatshirt.
And to be clear, that was our first FaceTime date ever with anybody. I've never done that before. I flew into Arizona airport, the Phoenix International Airport. I had booked the hotel room. I had everything planned out. She was supposed to pick me up. I was also there for business.
Yeah.
So I'm a very slow person when it comes to dating people. But specifically with Ash, since I've never met you in person, and I know I saw you on video and stuff, but still, like, I haven't like seen you in person. What if you walk weird? So because it was that special particular type of situation, I had booked a hotel room because she obviously didn't mind me staying with her. You offered your home, and I was like, no, it's fine, I'm gonna get this hotel room just in case I didn't want to be stuck with someone that I was not attracted to in real life. She thought I got our hotel room, you know, so we could stay together while I'm in Arizona.
That's what she made it sound like to me. That's what I heard.
Well, yeah, your story comes next. My story. Lex's story. I flew in and I was really nervous because I'm like, this is so weird. I'm going to meet this girl that I've been like, that's basically we have like a girlfriend-girlfriend relationship, but she's not my girlfriend, and I've never kissed her, I've never even seen her, I've never even touched her. Like, what am I even supposed to do once I get to the airport? Just give her a hug, shake her hand? Like, it's so weird because we already did so many things emotionally that it almost felt like we were behind physically. Mm-hmm. And I remember waiting at the airport and just being so anxious to see what you look like, what you dress like, how tall you are, because I had no idea how tall you were. I'm waiting at the airport, and she pulls up in her green car that she calls Debbie. D, and you look obviously hot and beautiful and gorgeous. Her hair was like in long curls, straightened but like long curls. Mm-hmm. And I remember I was like, I just need to kiss this girl and get that out of the way. So literally the first thing I did when I saw her was just kiss her. Mm-hmm. Yep. It was like
it wasn't necessarily like a wow, we're so in the moment, because
here, hi. Yeah, no, and then I get in the car and she's the cutest thing in the world. I told her that I like green juices, so she had a green juice, and she pulled out this little, on the back of her car, she like leaned over and pulled something out, and it was a tray of chocolate covered strawberries that she had clearly made herself.
Because she said she liked chocolate covered strawberries.
I love dark chocolate.
Yeah.
And it was just so sweet and wholesome of you. And I couldn't eat them because I have braces.
I know, and I felt so bad because at first I thought she just didn't want to eat them, and I was like, oh, she doesn't care about my chocolate covered strawberries.
I really care.
And then like an hour or two later it hit me that she has braces and she can't just bite into them.
It was the cutest thing in the world. I ate them eventually.
Yeah.
And that's the story of how we met.
First of all, my grandpa just died the beginning of that week, and I literally got back into town at like 5 p.m. before she got there the next day. I wanted to make sure my house was clean in case she came over to my house, so I like deep cleaned my house. I made those chocolate covered strawberries. I wanted to put my self tanner on and like curl straighten my hair, and it was just a frantic evening and morning, and I was like, well, what outfits do I wear? I already pre-planned my outfits and stuff. I was finishing something up in the morning, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be kind of late. I think I was like 5 minutes late to pick you up, and I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, then I got there, and I remember thinking that you were so much smaller than I pictured you.
I think you mentioned that.
I did.
You said that I'm bougie looking, and then I'm small.
You are bougie looking, and you are small. I don't know, you're giving me like Sandra Bullock energy. Sandra Bullock from The Blind Side. Just like, she was really bouged out. She had like high-heeled boots and the fur coat, and just was...
I had a puffer on, but yeah.
Oh, a puffer. Oh, yeah. You had a puffer, but it was like it was a Sandra Bullock-y type puffer. I think
nice puffer.
Fitted. It's like fitted and short, like cropped. And I remember like your pants were nice material, like slack type pants. And we had to go do some business for you and stuff, and you're just walking in there with your little Gucci sunglasses and stuff, looking so bougie. I thought it was so cute. You look kind of intimidating.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're kind of intimidating looking.
Intimidating.
Yeah. I was like nervous all of a sudden. I was like, oh, she looks so fancy. I remember that we kissed, but I remember I was just so nervous, and I also was driving you, and so like I just picked her up, and then I'm also chauffeuring her around, and I was just kind of like nervous because I'm like, oh, we haven't even really had a chance to really talk, and we're just driving her in my car, and I'm all nervous while I'm driving. And so it's not like we had time to really like sit and like chat and get to know each other at first. We were just going on these tours for these places.
And yeah, so we'll save the rest of the weekend for, if you guys ask in the comments, we'll gladly get into it.
We probably could make a part 2, 3, maybe 4.
And y'all can learn about how Ash normally doesn't move so fast in dating, but with me, I'm the exception.
Yeah, good to hear all about that later. So let us know if you want part 2. It probably will end up being 3 or 4 parts.
Yeah.
So we got to get all the way to April. Alrighty. Bye, guys. Thanks for listening.